Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. So today I actually wanted to talk about how Mercury has kind of not really gotten the attention he deserves. Because I feel like Mercury has kind of been pushed to the back a little bit, and I really kind of want to go into that a little bit, as well as his character, and kind of just tell you a bit of what I mean by this. So, before we get into that, though, I just want to let you all know that I will be reviewing RWBY Volume 6 next week. You all wanted me to do it whenever it went public, and that's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be that way on the channel from now on, so any volume in the future, not just Volume 6, every volume from now on will be reviewed by me when it goes public for everybody. So I just wanted to let you all know that ahead of time. So sit back, relax, I hope you all enjoy, and let's go ahead and jump right on into this discussion. Mercury was introduced at the end of Volume 1 in the end-credits scene, and then formally introduced at the beginning of Volume 2. And of course, during Volumes 2 and 3, Mercury's personality, as well as Emerald's, were really starting to be developed. We were really starting to see what these characters were actually like. And whenever we actually look at Mercury as a character, he had some very interesting personality traits. For example, one of the biggest ones that we know from Mercury is he has a sadistic side, in which he seems to enjoy seeing the pain of others. For example, it's like whenever he actually said to Yang and RWBY if they actually missed their old friends, and of course he also tried to attempt to intimidate Raven Bronwyn, which of course shows that he has enjoyments of trying to make others feel pain or intimidation. And of course, we also see that Mercury himself does like to joke around. We have seen him actually joke around a lot when it comes to Emerald herself, and he seems to really enjoy whenever he gets her upset. So, we see this type of personality as well, and Mercury is a carefree kind of guy. And not only is he a carefree kind of guy, but at the very same time, he's strategic, because when you look at him in battle, Mercury seems to always try to learn and watch how his opponents fight. It's like when he learned how Pyrrha actually fought, or whenever he actually took advantage of the terrain when he fought Koko and Yatsuhashi. And, of course, the one big thing about Mercury is he has a silver tongue. Eh? Get it? No, I'm sorry, I'm terrible. And that really shows. It's like whenever he said that learning is so much fun, whenever he found out about how Pyrrha's semblance worked and why she was called the Invincible Girl. Now, when we look at Volume 5, and we look at the handling of his character, we didn't see a whole lot. And I really feel like a lot of characters, not just Mercury, but we're looking at Mercury here in this video, but I feel like a lot of characters were kind of mishandled here, and I feel like Mercury was as well, considering that we really didn't get to see him do a lot whenever he fought Yang and RWBY, whenever Emerald and Mercury teamed up to fight them. And it really felt like their fight was very shallow, because, for one, the Battle of Haven was not the best fight ever. Let's be real there. But at the same time, it really felt like Emerald was getting more of the attention than Mercury really was. And the problem here is that it didn't really feel like Mercury's personality was even being thrown in here, because it really felt like when it came to Mercury, he was just a character. Because he would have tried to make some comebacks or some smart things to say, but it kind of feels like his character was a blank palette during the Battle of Haven, and that was kind of a problem. And I really feel like Emerald, really at the end of the day, kind of did get more attention, because as much as Emerald is important here when it comes to Cinder, so is Mercury. And yes, Mercury did seem a bit serious, but we don't really know his reaction to the loss of Cinder as to where we did with Emerald. And there are a couple of things that I hope they focus on with his character, like they have a little bit with Emerald, is I hope that Mercury himself can, later on, I don't think it'll be in Volume 6, but at least Volume 7, I hope that he can actually have a rematch with Yang, considering that their fight at the Battle of Haven was not really that great at all. And, as a matter of fact, it could have been better, and I feel like his personality, as well as his strategic mind, was not utilized here at all. I just feel like he was a character just to be there, and I feel like this moment just really kind of threw away who he was during the Battle of Haven. I feel like there could have been a bit more. And, not only this, but if you think about Mercury and his backstory. Remember, he killed his own father. And a big important thing that I am hoping we can see in Volume 6 is I do really hope that because Cinder is, gone temporarily right now, I do hope that he will at least say how he feels about losing Cinder. Because I do think that he should be grateful to her for her taking him in after he killed his own father. Because, remember, his house was also on fire. It was being burnt down as Cinder and Emerald walked up. And that we know of, Mercury doesn't have any other family members. Now, he could, but at the time being, as of the recording of this video, he doesn't, that we know of. So, I really hope that we can see how he may be grateful to Cinder. And the big reason as to why I bring this up is because I would think that even though Mercury has been shown to have a sadistic side to him, he has seemed to actually care about what happened to Cinder, considering that whenever Watts starts insulting her, he does seem to fire back. So, there is concern. We did see that in Volume 4. So, considering that we did see that, it shows that he does have concern for Cinder to a degree, that he must himself appreciate her as well, and I really hope that we can get his perspective on that, because we understand how Emerald feels. We understand that she believes that she owes everything to Cinder because Cinder gave her a home and gave her another chance at life, and that's pretty much what Cinder also did for Mercury. And that's why I would really like to see what he actually does think, what his opinions are of Cinder. And I think that would be a good thing for Mercury, because that also helps with his character. What that does is it shows more emotion in him, because if we are to go off Volume 4 and how he did try to defend Cinder from Watts and how he was making fun of her, then yes, that shows some variation, some form of concern. And that is something I would personally like to see out of him. And since Emerald did have a bit of focus in the Volume 6 trailer, and we saw how at the end of Volume 5 she was very upset about losing Cinder, and this could really kind of help us see the perspective of Mercury and how he feels about this. Because I like it whenever characters can express their emotions. I do like seeing it when characters are feeling a certain way and they actually express this by talking about it. Or maybe even if they don't have to say anything. Maybe their own physical actions could also even tell you how they're feeling as well. And I would really like to see that. And that's why I think that Mercury does deserve more attention to his character. Because Emerald's getting a bit more attention, and I have no problem with that. But I think that I would like to see Mercury's point of view as well, because each character has their own perspective, and to give more attention to Mercury here and to let us know what he thinks as well, I think is a good thing. And I think that in Volume 7, when they get to Atlas, if he is to join the fight, I would love to see him actually have a good fight and show more of his personality while he fights. But anyways, I'll be back again on Monday. We have a full week to go, everyone, in celebration of RWBY Volume 6. I'm going to be doing some of your requests next week. And remember, if the requests don't happen next week, they will happen sometime in the future. So, look out for that. Let me know what you think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, hit the video with a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and share this with your friends if you found this informative or useful. Well, anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today. And remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow can always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.